If you're still not invested in crypto, I don't know what the hell you are doing, because if we're going to look at the charts of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and overall crypto market, we could expect the biggest bull run ever. And yes, we're going to look at the major catalyst, because yes, exactly as I told you, where everybody turned extremely bearish exactly here, I told you that this is just a major move to get you out of the market so that all these major institutions, countries, or even politicians can buy up your Bitcoin that you're going to sell exactly here. And this is just a major step before we're going to see this major breakout for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the overall crypto market. Because yes, we came all the way back up to the range high, and we're also going to look at Ethereum because the ETFs got approved exactly here where we saw this major volatility. But yes, guys, we didn't break out from this major range. So we're going to look at the price movement of Ethereum and also the total market cap to find out when it's going to be the beginning of this major altcoin season that I've been talking about. But before we're going to start this video, we're going to look at this short clip.
I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody to the nation's 50 million crypto holders. I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency.
And yes, this is extremely bullish for the overall crypto market. So guys, yes, before we're going to go over to the charts and also to the news, guys, let's go over to the crypto bubbles, because ultimately, guys, if you've been buying the dip in the previous month when everybody was extremely bearish, you would have been up in some major profits if you would have invested into strong projects that we've been talking about, like for instance, Link, Render, GRT, or even Solana. Yes, guys, use these major dips in the market to dollar cost average into these major coins. But yes, let's go over to the news to find out what is going to be these major catalysts. The first thing is going to be interest rate cuts. Investors are focused on the Federal Reserve outlook for rate cuts in the anticipation that the stock markets could rally as a result, because in 2021, ultra-low interest rates were largely what pushed the Bitcoin price higher to a record year high. And yes, guys, this is also what we could expect if we're going to see this pivot from the Federal Reserve. But another major factor is going to be the shift in regulations. Yes, we can see with the ETF approval for Ethereum, this is going to open the floodgates for all of these altcoins, and we could expect a major altcoin season. So yes, the regulations are going to play a major role, and also the November elections. I could expect this bullish run towards the elections, because ultimately we can see a lot of crypto adoption when it comes to Trump and all these regulations being changed. And of course, the driving factor is the adoption of Bitcoin and the expanded use for Bitcoin overall, that a lot of institutions and also hedge funds or even major pension funds or even countries like El Salvador are using Bitcoin as a legal payment method. So yes, guys, these are going to be the major catalysts, but let's go back all the way to point one. And I think this is going to be the most important one, the interest rate cuts and also quantitative easing. This means money printing, because yes, the US Treasury starts buying back bad bonds this week. This means that they'll buy them back from the bondholder before their maturity. And if they're doing exactly that, guys, they're creating new money called quantitative easing. And if we go over to the next news, yes, we can see exactly here on the 28th of May, we're going to see that the US government is going to buy back all these bad bonds. So overall, guys, this means they're printing more money. And yes, this is extremely bullish for the overall market, because this means the money printers are going to be turned back on. And overall, this means that more liquidity is going to enter the markets. Bitcoin whales have been buying like never before, and we can see that all these major whales, institutions, or just major Bitcoin whales like Michael Saylor are adding on each and every dip. And exactly here where we saw this consolidation towards the downside, all the way back down to this bearish case, I told you that yes, guys, all these institutions are going to buy up all these Bitcoin. These major whales are accumulating exactly here. And yes, this is exactly what I've been telling you. Of course, the whales are buying. They know that the small fish are panicking and selling off at low prices. It's the oldest trick in the book. Buy low and sell high. And exactly in these levels I told you, we are at the bottom of the range, at this range low. So ultimately, guys, let's look at the price movement of Bitcoin. But before we're going to look at the charts, guys, if you want to trade all of these moves on the spot market or with a leverage, go down in the video description below where you'll find a link of BloFin, where you don't need any KYC to sign up and to trade crypto on the spot market and even on the leverage market. Or you can trade all of these moves on Bybit, where you receive a major deposit bonus of up up to 30,000 US dollars. And yes, guys, if you like this update, smash up the like button and subscribe. So let's go directly over to the charts. And yes, we're going to start on the daily chart of Bitcoin. Yes, this was our major indication that this is going to be an extreme bullish move, where the price movement of Bitcoin first of all broke this major downwards trend, and also we can see that the price of Bitcoin broke this point of control exactly here at the 67,000 US dollars, and we saw that the price movement came all the way back up to the range high, and we saw this consolidation all the way back down to the 13 moving average. We closed the daily candle above this level, and now we can see that the price movement is consolidating. Yes, the US markets are closed today, but ultimately, guys, this is still extremely bullish because the price movement on the daily chart is forming this perfect bullish flag exactly here above the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, all the way from the swing high all the way to the swing low is exactly here at the point of control, and this is going to be a strong support level because it was strong previous resistance exactly here, and also we have a lot of price movement exactly within this range. So this is going to be still extremely bullish if the price movement is going to consolidate above this level, and if we're going to see this double bottom that Bitcoin is going to form another low exactly above the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level, and then we could expect this breakout from this W pattern. So ultimately, guys, I expected, yes, we're going to come all the way back down to the 13 moving average, this downward sloping trend, and also the 61.8, the point of control. This is an extreme strong level, and yes, a lot of whales are anticipating that the price movement comes all the way back down. But yes, don't be surprised if the price movement is going to hold this major box, and that we're going to see this run towards the upside and break the previous all-time high. Because yes, ultimately, if we go on the 4-hour chart of Bitcoin, we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin came all the way up to the range high, and at the moment we are consolidating above this upward sloping trend that we've been forming exactly from the lows all the way down here at the levels of 61,000 US dollars. We could see this major breakout, and the price movement had 1, 2, 3 touch points at the moment. But guys, if we're going to lose this level, yes guys, we could expect this dump all the way back down to the 200 moving average, this upward sloping trend, and also the point of control. So this is ultimately going to be my bearish scenario for Bitcoin in the immediate short term, that we're going to see this consolidation within this major support box where we can see a lot of confluence. But ultimately, guys, if we're going to break out from this range that we have been forming, and for that we're going to look at the fib levels from the bottom, from the swing low all the way to the swing high, which was exactly here. Yes, the price movement is still holding the 38.2. So yes, I'm still extremely bullish within these levels because I could expect that, yes, we're going to stay exactly within this major zone above the point of control, with a worst case scenario of 67,000 US dollars to form this double bottom and to see this continuation after the public holidays. So even if we're going to see this dump all the way back down to this important point of control, this is still going to be extremely bullish for Bitcoin because overall we can see that the price movement of Bitcoin is forming higher highs and also higher lows exactly here. So yes, this consolidation is healthy for the market before we're going to see this next move above the 78.6 and the 88.6, which is ultimately going to start the beginning of a major run all the way to our price target of 80,000 US dollars. Yes, guys, let's go over to Ethereum because yes, we saw the approval of the Ethereum ETF exactly here. We saw a lot of volatility in the markets, but on the daily chart, we can see that from the swing high exactly here all the way to the swing low, perfectly broke the 61.8. We perfectly came all the way up to the 88.6, had this major consolidation, retested the 61.8, and at the moment we are seeing this breakout back above the 78.6, and as soon as we're going to break the 88.6 retracement level, we're going to look at the price target, which is ultimately going to be the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level if we're going to see the breakout from this trend line and also the 88.6. And yes, if we're going to look at the price target, the 1.618 Fibonacci retracement level is exactly at the 4,800 US dollar level. And if we go on the weekly chart for Ethereum, we can see that the 4,800 US dollar level is perfectly the previous all-time high for Ethereum exactly here. So yes, guys, show me a high and I show you exactly where to buy. If we're going to break the previous all-time high, we're going to see this pump all the way up to the next major level level, which is going to be the 7,800 US dollar, or let's even say the 8,000 US dollar level, and all the way from the current price movement all the way to this price target on the weekly chart, this is going to be a 100% move. And yes, guys, I do believe that Ethereum has a long way up, and I even think that we're going to reach the ultimate price target of the 2.618 during the bull market peak at round about 11,000 US dollars. And yes, guys, we're going to look at the total 3 market cap, because exactly as predicted, I told you after the Bitcoin halving that we're going to hold the 13 moving average and that we could expect this major altcoin season. Yes, the biggest altcoin season and even the biggest crypto bull run ever, because if we're going to look the previous Bitcoin halving, we saw this consolidation after the Bitcoin halving for the total 3 market cap, excluding Bitcoin and also Ethereum. We saw this major pump towards the upside. And yes, guys, this means that we're going to see a major bull run for all of these altcoins, and that all of these coins that are down 80% are going to see a major pump towards the upside. Yes, we're talking about a 5x, 10x, or even 100x. And yes, in the upcoming video, I'm going to show you which AI coins you should hold in your portfolio for some massive gains. So guys, yes, if you're not into crypto yet, go down in the video description below and sign up with my links. And if you want to find out more, smash up the like button and subscribe, join my free Telegram group, but most importantly, be for crypto, and we see each other in the next video.